Hello everyone, this is Karthikeyan. I'm a candidate master on Code Forces, 5-star on CodeChef, ICPC Kanpur Mathura Regionals 2020 rank 27, global rank 251 in Google Kickstart Round Day 2021. And today I'm going to discuss the problem of the name Chef and Easy problem, which was asked in September lunchtime 2014. The difficulty level of the problem is cakewalk, the prerequisites are none, and the number of submissions of the problem during the contest were 1251. So now let's move on to the problem statement. So Chef and Roma are playing a game. Rules of the game are quite simple. Initially there are n piles of stones on the table. So basically there are n piles of stones on the table, and each pile of stone there are some stones. Okay, in the ith pile of stone there is a of I stones. Now in each turn a player can choose one pile and remove it from the table. Okay, when it is a turn of a player, then it can choose a pile and remove that pile from the table. Okay, suppose the player removes the ith pile, then it gets a of I stones. Now each player wants to maximize the total number of stones removed by him, and Chef takes the first turn. Okay, so in this game we are having n piles of stones. Each pile has some stones in it. The ith pile has a of I stones. Now each player wants to maximize the total number of stones removed by him or her. Okay, and Chef takes the first turn. So this is what we are having. So we have to help the chef to play with a strategy such that he removes the maximum number of stones if both the players, Chef and Roma, play optimally. And the first line of input contains a single integer n, which denotes the number of stones. And after that there are n integers where a of I denotes the number of stones in the ith pile. Okay, so let's move on to the simple explanation. In this problem we are having n stones, okay, and n piles of stones, n stone piles, okay, and in the ith pile there are a of I stones. So the first turn is of the chef, then of Roma, then again of chef, then again of Roma, then again of chef, then of Roma. If n is even, then both of them take an equal number of turns. But if n is odd, then chef takes one more turn than that of Roma. Okay, and both the players play optimally and their goal is to collect maximum number of stones. Okay, their goal is to collect maximum stones. So we just have to devise a strategy for the chef such that he wins the game or collect the maximum number of stones possible if both Chef and Roma play optimally. So see, if I would have been the chef, then I would have chosen the maximum number of stones, the pile which is having the maximum number of stones, because if I suppose that there is an example, there are 5 piles, one is having 10 stone, 15 stone, 3 stone, 8 stone and 11 stone. So suppose that chef chooses this pile of 8 stones, then Roma will choose this pile of 15 stones because Roma is playing optimally, and chef didn't play optimally because he chose a pile of 8 stones. So here is a loss of the chef. Okay, so it is always optimal for the chef to choose the maximum number among the remaining numbers. Okay, so what would chef do? He would choose 15. Roma would choose, after this Roma would choose 11. Then chef would choose 10. Roma would choose 8 and chef would choose 3. So we can say that if we sort the array, then it would be something like this: 3, 8, 10, 11 and 15. So whose turn is first? Chef. What is optimal for the chef? To take the pile which is having the maximum number of stones. So here comes the chef. Now it is Roma's turn. Roma will take this pile because among all the remaining piles, this is having the maximum number of stones. Again comes the chef. Chef would take this pile because among all the remaining piles, this is having the maximum number of stones. And chef wants to pick maximum number of stones in total. And if chef doesn't pick this particular pile in this turn, then Roma would definitely pick this pile in the next turn. And it would be a loss for chef. And it won't be an optimal move because 10 is definitely better than 8. Then Roma would come. She would pick 8. Then chef would come. He would pick 3. So we can see that if we sort the array in increasing order and just iterate like this, okay, these are the indices till n. So here it is the chance of the chef, then of Roma, then again of chef, then of Roma, then chef, Roma, chef, Roma, chef, and Roma. So we can just iterate in an increasing order sorted array in the reverse fashion and give the first number to the chef, then the next number to Roma, then again to chef, then again to Roma. So this would be our way of solving this problem. First of all, sorting the array in increasing order and then just giving alternate numbers to the chef. So chef would get which numbers? Chef would get the nth number, n minus 2th number, n minus 4th number, n minus 6th, and so on. These are the numbers that chef would pick, because when chef picks the nth number, Roma picks the n minus 1th number. When chef picks the n minus 2th number, Roma picks the n minus 3th number. When chef picks the n minus 4th number, then Roma picks the n minus 5th number, and so on. Okay, because this is optimal for the chef. So this would be the sequence of moves. Now let's solve it for the given sample test cases, which is 1, 2, and 3 and 1, 2, and 1. Okay. So in this sample test case, the array is already sorted in increasing order. So it would be chef, Roma, chef. What is the number of stones that chef got? 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. Now let's solve it for the second test case, which is 1, 2, and 1. Okay. So it is 1, 2, and 1. We sort the array. What would be the sorted array? 1, 1, and 2. Here chef would come. Here Roma. Here chef. So what is the sum of 1 and 2? It is 3. So the answer for the second test case would be 3. Now let's take another test case. We are having 6 stones, 6 piles of stones. Okay. 10, 15, 8, 7, and 100, and 500. Okay. Now let us sort this array. It would be 7, 8, 10, 15, 100, and 500. You are the chef. Which pile you would pick? Tell yourself which pile you would pick. You would pick the pile which is having the value of 500. Okay, now you are Roma. Which pile you would pick? I would pick this pile. Now you are chef. Which pile you would pick? You would pick this pile. I am Roma. Which pile would I pick? I would pick this pile. You are chef. Which pile you would pick? You would pick this pile. I am Roma. I would pick this pile. So here is the chef, here is the chef, and here is the chef. So the answer for this test case is 500 plus 15 plus 8, which is greater than equal to that of Roma, 100 plus 10 plus 7. Okay. So this is the approach to solve this problem. Sorting the array in increasing order and taking the sum of indices n, n minus 2, n minus 4 till it is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. So now let's move on to the code of this approach. Here is my code. Here T indicates the number of test cases, N indicates the number of piles of stones, A of I indicates the number of stones in the ith pile. Here I take the input of the array A. Answer variable stores the answer, which is the maximum number of stones that the chef can collect. I sort the array in increasing order. Then I start my iteration from the last index. Now, if chance is equal to 1, then it is chef's turn. Else if chance is equal to 0, it is Roma's turn. While I is greater than equal to 1 and I minus minus. Now, if chance, it means that if chance is equal to 1, then I just add to the answer A of I stones, because this pile would be picked by the chef. And after this, I would change the chance. If the chance is 1, it would be changed to 0. If the chance is 0, it would be changed to 1. Okay, so chef would get alternating turns and Roma would also get alternating turns. After this, I would print the answer. So let's submit the solution. You can see that the code got accepted. So if you have any doubt regarding this approach, you can ask in the comment section, and thank you for watching the video.